Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Easy Biology. We have been discussing about hypersensitivity, and in the last two lecture series we have studied about type 1 and type 2 hypersensitivity. And in this lecture video we will study about type 3 hypersensitivity. Type 3 hypersensitivity is also known as immune complex hypersensitivity, where the antibody IgG comes and acts. Type 3 hypersensitivity occurs when there is accumulation of immune complex, that is, the antigen combines with the antibody with circulation in the blood and form antigen-antibody complexes. These antibodies has some ratio and a particular size inside our body. So accordingly, only moderate size antibody triggers this type of hypersensitivity reactions, because large size particle cannot go inside the bloodstream, and also smaller complexes cannot bind to the endothelial lining of the vascular tissues, and so cannot cause much more trouble. This antigen antibody complexes activates the complement system, giving rise to an inflammatory responses and attraction of different cells like the macrophages, the dendritic cells, neutrophils, T cells to the site of those complement activity. The complement system consists of various complement proteins like the C3, C1, C3b, etc. These proteins have different domain structure, a large subunit and a small subunit. The complement protein has a property of getting dissociated by cleavage when attached to the antibody. This is known as complement fixation. And the small subunit, that is the A subunit, is also known as the anaphylotoxin, which has anaphylotoxicity activity on the blood vessels. The large subunit has an affinity towards the antigen, whereas the small subunit will get dissociated after the complement fixation. As this type of hypersensitivity are mostly found in the circulation of blood, so to understand the mechanism we have to do the cross section of a blood vessel. So after cross section you can see here the blood vessel, which consists of two different layers. The outer lining is known as the epithelial layer, which is strong, and the inner layer is known as the endothelium. The endothelial cells are arranged in a sheet-like manner. So you can see here the endothelial cells I am drawing here roughly, which are arranged in sheet-like manner without any gaps between them. Okay, there are no such gaps. We know inside our bodies antibodies are circulating in the blood. Consider a situation when the antibodies encounters a potent antigen. Whenever they encounters a potent antigen, they start making hypersensitivity reactions. These antigens are actually some kind of allergens which are not much harmful to the body, but these cells, as it is acting inappropriately, they tend to see these antigens or the allergen or the potent antigen as a harm, so they act inappropriately and doing hypersensitivity reactions against it. The antibody will bind to those antigens here and try to activate some other mechanism by complement mediated pathway. So this is the first phase of complement mediated pathway, which is known as immune complex formation. Now let's see the second phase. In the second phase you can see the complements will be brought and will be bound to the antibodies. This type of activity is also known as complement fixation. The complements dissociate into large and small subunit. The large subunits get attached to the antibody, whereas the small subunit becomes free and shows anaphylactic behavior towards the vessels or anaphylotoxicity. They also bring upon different chemical mediators like the chemokines, interleukins, or other chemical factors like the cytokines as well. Those mediators will in turn go and harm the endothelial lining of those blood vessels. These are the blood vessels you can see here, and these are the endothelial lining. The endothelial linings have sheet-like lining without any gap at first, but this chemical mediator will make those endothelial cells to form gap, to get separated and shrink. So here you can see the shrinkage of those endothelial lining due to these chemical mediators. After this, they call upon different other cells like the macrophages, the neutrophils, the dendritic cell, T cells, natural killer cells, which can come out through the gaps of those endothelial lining here, and these cells now start to release different enzymes or different chemical factors which causes damage to the endothelial cell and also cause hypersensitivity free reaction. So this is all about the type 3 hypersensitivity. I hope you understood. If you like my video, do subscribe to my channel and also share with your friends. Thank you.